Hi, Mitch Bailey here. Sometimes it's not about changing the equipment, it's actually about fixing what you have. In this case, this guy had two other companies come out and say he needed a new system. He didn't need a new system. All he needed was, after we did our load calcs and some test ends, is that he needed to fix the ducts on 3 rooms. We had to increase the size of those ducts, and we added a second return and insulated his attic. That took care of all his problems. So enjoy his portion of it. Hi, Mitch Bailey here again with Tom over here in Ripon. We just did insulation on his house, and I want to ask him a few questions and see if you could answer them for him, because the insulation is one of the biggest bangs for your buck. Before, you had about a little less than R19 up in the attic, and then we came back and added R49 to it. Did you see any kind of difference? Is it a major difference?
Yes, almost immediately. Almost immediately. You know, when we purchased the house, we could tell that the system was constantly running, always kicking on and always trying to keep up. And as soon as you guys came in and blew some insulation and sealed over our can lights, and you analyzed where our heat was coming from, almost instantly we probably hear the unit come on twice a day, maybe 3 times a day, versus almost constantly running. So I was impressed with that, and then just the even temperature I have throughout my house now. When I walk into one room with a vaulted ceiling that's not warm, it's evenly cool throughout whatever room I go into because of the insulation.
Right. So, I mean, one of the things when I did the video for the what ifs, and your house was kind of featured in it, another company would have come in and said, "We're just going to put a bigger air conditioner in for you."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not what you needed. The unit was not very old. It's actually sized correctly for the house. The guy probably would have come in and put a bigger unit in, which would have cost you more to run, and it would have cycled. It would have kept you comfortable, but you would have paid a lot more in energy bills.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I would have watched out for, since I just recently purchased the home, I knew the information that the unit was fairly new. So if somebody would have came in and said, "Hey, you need a bigger unit," I knew that they were going to be scamming me. So when I had your guys' company come in and gave me an honest quote and analyze the work I really needed versus what maybe somebody else needed, I knew that I could hire you and trust the work that's going to be done at a decent price.
So it was our pleasure, because our whole job is to solve problems, not create more problems, because a bigger unit wouldn't have done any good.
Right.
Or a new unit wouldn't have done any good. You just needed to fix some things that's wrong with the house.
And that's, I think, what everybody just wants. Everybody just wants an honest quote for an honest price for honest work. And we're all hard-working people, and we don't have money just to throw out for a new unit. So having a company that comes in and just gives you an honest, fair quote on what you really need is really refreshing.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the business. We appreciate it.
No, thank you.
So we got to do one more test, and then we'll be out of your hair.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.